you got Coach Zoe here, and this is going to be an all upper body strength workout. You are going to need a dumbbell. I'm using a medium weight dumbbell. You could use 2 lighter weights. All right, just make it work for you. But let's get started off. It's gonna hit your arms, your shoulders, your chest, your back, your core, your abs, all of the upper body muscles that we wanna get nice and toned and lean. We are gonna work in 30-second increments, 10 seconds of rest through circuits. So we have 4 different circuits, 2 times through each circuit. Let's get ready to rock and roll with our warm up. So since this is upper body, we do wanna get that heart rate up a little bit. So let's do a little bit of a march and some arm circles backwards. Open up that chest a little bit. We're gonna incorporate our weight into the warm up for a couple reps. So have that nearby. And we'll crisscross. Let's butt kick it out. Good. All right, from here, we're gonna find a little bit of a narrow half squat. We reach forward, stand up and pull. So again, just working that lower body a little bit to help get that heart rate pumping, activating the upper body at the same time. Good. All right, next, we're gonna reach forward as we hinge and then stand up and pull down. Reach forward as we hinge, stand up and pull down. Squeeze those fists, squeeze those shoulder blades together behind you, elbows down to the lats. Good. Standing up tall, make a field goal, and we're gonna swivel up and down. Good, and let's fly. Good. All right, from there, find a hinge. We're gonna come up straight ahead, come out at a 45, and then come out at a 90. So straight ahead, angle, lateral. One more time, straight ahead, angle, and lateral. Stay in that lateral, that reverse fly position, and let's just pulse it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll it out. Arms overhead, we're gonna turn the light box into the ceiling. So notice my elbow is pointing in and out. It's not just in the wrists. Just warm up those shoulders. Good. All right, grab your dumbbell. Get ready. We're gonna do 1 curl, 1 press, 1 curl, 1 press. Hinge forward, a few bent over rows for 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so if you're using 1 dumbbell, you're gonna hold it like I am, 1 head on each side. We are starting off with a press, so an overhead press, standing to begin in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So check in with those hips, make sure you're not sinking forward. You wanna pull that belly in. Drop your hips back a little bit, bend those knees. Let's get started. Overhead press. Now remember, this is your strength workout, so I don't want you having to take a lot of breaks, so just maintain a pace that you can continue for 30 seconds before we take another rest. All right, if your weight is too heavy, drop it down. If you can't drop it down, suck it up. Almost there. For 3, 2, 1, short rest. It's only 10 seconds, but I'm gonna give my arms a bit of a break between each one. Next, we have a curl and press in 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. 1 curl, 1 press. So we do have 1 circuit today that will be on the floor, but it'll be from a plank. So we're not getting on our backs. I gotta say, doing like ab work or any kind of work on my back is not my favorite, always. So I try to incorporate plank stuff instead. And rest. All right, final one, curl, press, overhead extension. So tricep extension, so biceps, triceps and biceps and shoulders, and triceps, let's go. 1 curl, 1 press, 1 extension. So mostly biceps, mostly shoulders, and mostly triceps. But all these muscles are working together. This one's gonna be a little more challenging. Take your time. Belly in. We have 2 rounds through each circuit. So this is round 1 and rest. All right, we're gonna move on to round number 2. So back to the top again, just your press. I know those shoulders are starting to whine already, but get ready to rock and roll in 3, 2, 1, let's begin. So just your overhead press. Not a lot of downtime in this workout today. We're keeping it quick. So we're gonna get a lot of time under tension here. And if you are using a heavy weight, 30 seconds will feel like quite a while. I should say a challenging weight. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, back to our curl and press. So again, draw that belly in, lock your core in place. Okay, we don't want to be doing all this. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1 curl, 1 press. Stay controlled. Okay, make sure you're not just dropping it down, right? Not that you would, but just like to remind you. For 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, final one of this circuit, then we're done with it. Curl, press, and extension. So that extension's hard because we want to kind of arch. We really got to fight that, draw the belly in. Let's go. So 1 curl, 1 press, belly in, tricep extension. If that tricep extension takes you an extra half second, that's fine. All right, keep it clean. Keep those elbows in tight. Woo! Almost there. For 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, we have a long break now. 40 seconds, so shake out those shoulders. All right, next we're gonna be working in bent over rows. So your low back's gonna spend a little bit of time in a hinge position. So you can, if you have 2 dumbbells, you can either do both if it's light, or you can alternate. If you have just 1 dumbbell, it's a little heavier. I'm gonna do 5 and then switch in 5, okay? Just because all that time to switch, I don't wanna waste too much time. So I'm gonna knock out 5. Maybe you just knock out 3, it depends on whatever your weight is. Okay, make it work for your body in 3, 2, 1, bent over row, let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Coach Zoe, and then I'll switch. Halfway. You could also do half and half. If that's what you were doing. I'm gonna do 2, 1, 2, and rest. I'll give you guys a 10-second notice on that last, and then our next round. All right, so next we have a bent over row and high pull. So we will do 1 and 1. So 1 bent over row, stay in that hinge, pop it up, 1 high pull, switch sides. 1 bent over row, 1 hinge. Again, if you have 2 dumbbells, you could do both at the same time, right? Or you can just continue to alternate. I just like to make single dumbbell workouts because sometimes we don't have a lot of weights to work with. And rest. All right, short break. We're gonna do 2 of each. So 2 rows, 2 high pulls, and we'll switch. Again, you can do the same exact thing with both hands at the same time if you'd like. So go ahead, 2 rows, 2 high pulls, and switch. Notice, when I do my high pulls, I'm hinging, right, in this hinge for each rep. Not touching the floor. Just a halfway hang. 5 seconds left. 2 rows, 2 high pulls. Good, and rest. Woo! Okay, that was 1 circuit. We're going through to round number 2. I shouldn't say 1 circuit, that was 1 round. Let's start back at the top. 5 bent over rows on each side, or halfway, whatever you want. Good, halfway. One, rest. Woo! Okay, next, bent over row and high pull. So again, if you have two, you could do one of each at the same exact time, maybe if you're using lighter weights. Otherwise, you can just do one side and then switch just as if you had one dumbbell. So let's begin. One bent over row, one high pull. One bent over row, and one high pull. Belly in. Good, and rest. Short break, last one, two of each. So again, you could do two hands at the same time, or two on the right, two on the left. Let's begin. Two bent over rows, two high pulls. Two bent over rows, two high pulls. Then we'll have our long break, so let's go dig deep. Woo! And rest. If you landed uneven, it's okay. Your muscles aren't gonna go extra big on one side and not the other. Okay, so third circuit, we have renegade rows and push-ups. So we're gonna start off renegade row. If you have one weight, you're gonna be in your plank. If you need to be on your knees in like a modified plank, that's fine too, okay? But you're just gonna row just like this, okay? So alternating sides, right, left, right, left, right, left. The next time through, we'll be doing 1, 2, and then the push-up. And then we'll finally be doing 1, 2, 2 push-ups. Let's go. Just the renegade row, one on each side to start. I should just say alternating sides. Keep it simple, Zoe. Ten seconds. All right, so next we have one each side, then one push-up, okay? So 2 rows, 1 push-up. Let's begin. Row 1, row 2, 1 push-up. So I know that dumbbell, if it's a little big, might hinder you. That's okay. Just get low. 1, 2. You could like place it behind the other hand. It's kind of a lot. And rest. Okay, next we have 2 of each. So 2 rows, 2 push-ups. Okay, it might be worth it to move this one, move the dumbbell on this one. Again, if you have 2 dumbbells and they can hold your weight, you can totally just keep them in your hands and do your push-ups on the dumbbells. That's okay with me. That's probably how I would do it if I had 2 dumbbells. And rest. Okay, so that was 1 round through, going through for round number 2. In my opinion, this is the hardest circuit, so let's make it through it. Let's go back to just the renegades. So alternating sides. No push-ups. Those push-ups are gonna feel so great by the time we're on that final round. That final interval, I should say. Good, and rest. So getting toned physique, right? You gotta work with heavy weights sometimes. I know we think we wanna always do really light weights and a million reps. No, no, no. Let's go. 2 renegade rows, and 1 push-up. All right, you gotta build that muscle up. Plus, the more muscle you have, the more calories you're gonna burn at rest. So ideally, if we're doing everything right, then we should be able to lose more fat that way too. So the key to toned muscles is fat loss and muscle growth. Go ahead and rest, right? So you could lose weight, but if there's no muscle mass there, you're not gonna look toned. All right, 2 of each now. 2 rows, last interval of this circuit, then a long break, 2 push-ups. We'll be back on our feet after this. Ten seconds. And rest. Woo! Okay. This circuit is just 2 moves instead of 3. It's all windmills. So windmills, right, are basically a hinge, a deadlift, but 1 arm in the air, 1 arm to the ground. So you can hold your weight overhead, all right? If you're not comfortable or you don't feel very steady, hold at the bottom, okay? So we're gonna do all one side, then all the other. You're gonna naturally feel whatever side is reaching for the ground, that knee is gonna push out a little bit more, that's okay. All right, we're starting in 3, 2, 1. Pick one side, let's begin. So it is a little harder to keep the weight overhead, but again, keep it safe. So if that's too much for you, hold it at the bottom. If you have 2 lighter dumbbells, you can hold 1 on each hand still. And you don't have to fully touch the ground either. Rest. Get ready, other side. All right, just get as low as you can, preferably about halfway. In 3, 2, 1, let's begin. So this circuit's gonna be quick. We just have 2 rounds on each side. If you're feeling any stress in your back, put that dumbbell on the bottom hand or take it away. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides again. 1 more time each side, then we're done. So like I said, this round is a little shorter. Circuit, I should say. Let's go. Make sure we're also pushing towards the ceiling if we're overhead. Okay? We don't want to let that arm be pushing into the socket. We want to push it away. Keep that active. Woo! And rest. My goodness. All right. 1 more time on that other side, then we're done. Let's begin. Woo! 3, 2, 1. And rest. Let's shake it out with some arm circles, you guys. Very nice job. Thank you for joining me. If you like this workout, give it a thumbs up and or let me know in the comment section if there's something you want to see again, either from this workout or maybe another one. You like the format, you like the style, you like the goal, right? Or you like certain exercises. Woo! Just gonna swing those arms up and down a little bit. And subscribe. That way every time I post a new video, you can join me and be notified, and we can stay fit together. Very nice work, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time. Stay strong, stay tough.